Hello and welcome to the Smokeless Range version 3.0 What's New versus version 2.0. First thing is that version 3 will install alongside version 2. So you can fall back to version 2 if you have any initial issues getting version 3 to start working for you when you first install it. But version 3 will also import any existing add-ons on its first run. But just give us a call at support if you have any issues getting it installed or getting those apps imported, those add-ons. If you're updating an existing version 2 system, we do recommend not uninstalling version 2 after you've installed version 3, unless you're going to uninstall everything and clean install starting with version 3, which is not necessary. But if you do install version 3 on a version 2 system, don't uninstall version 2, simply delete the icon off the desktop. And that's just because there's a couple of settings files that are shared between the two, and we don't want to get those removed by uninstalling version 2. But again, just give us a call at support if you have any issues or need some help. And of course, version 3 can be clean installed on a new computer without the need of version 2. Let's see here. So first thing is we have, as you can see, a new look of the Smokeless range, as well as a new native resolution. We used to natively render this at 1280 by 720. That was because the vast majority of users were using 1280 by 720 projectors, and laptops that did not have a 1920 by 1080 resolution screen. But since inception, we've had a growing number of laptops are getting better, and 1080p projectors are becoming more common. So we've decided to update the native resolution to 1920 by 1080 just to give it a nice, sharper image and a better look. So moving along here, first thing that I like to point out is we have added, as far as new features, is a new favorites page. So along the bottom here, you see the navigation icons. As I step through, you can see those change. And if I go into the gear settings icon, I can go to edit icons. And in here, I now have this little heart icon here. And if you uncheck this, that'll hide it from the menu as well. So if there's an app you don't want showing on your menu, you can uncheck this so that it doesn't show. But let's see, I'm going to heart Smokeless or VST Pro, and let's say Gunslinger, and maybe Ring of Targets, and then let's do Zombie Hunter, Dueling Tree, Target Shooting, just whatever you want, up to 10. And then I'll exit here, and then if I go back in here, now you'll see I have a little heart. That's my favorite screen. So here's your main screen, the main menu with the 10 drills. You start to see your add-ons. But you can put 10 on your favorites page and not have to navigate around the menus. So pretty cool there. Next thing to point out is that now up here you have the ability, we've always had the ability to do a weapon 0, but now we have the ability to store up to 5. And you can go into 0 weapon, add weapon, name it whatever you want, click OK, do your 3-shot offset and save it. And then you'll just need to restart Smokeless Range for it to show in the menu. And then you'll have access to that in the drop down here. So I'll show you when you go into the apps, you can actually quick select different 0 offsets. That if you have several different guns that you use on a regular basis, or if you have 2 different shooters with 2 different guns, and you need to be able to toggle between the 2 of them, it just makes it easier to do that. So we'll just exit back out of here, and I'll show you if you go into one of the core drills, you'll have the same icon up here, and if you click on that, you can quickly select one of your saved weapon 0s. Let's see here. So let me back up here real quick, and one of the big new features is the ability to access the media manager, which you usually can only do from open range or M range. Now you have access to those media manager targets in the core drills, such as target shooting, moving, tracking, and transitional. And you just click on the gear settings icon, go to manage targets, and that's going to open up the media manager. It's the same one that you get pulled up through OpenRange or MRange, and it's a shared target repository now. So you can go in here and add, remove, alter targets as you see fit. And then I'll go through each of the drills here and talk about anything new that's going on. So let's jump into Bomb Blast. You can see brand new look and feel and gameplay in Bomb Blast. We really tried to refine it and make it a lot more engaging and entertaining. And I think we did a pretty fun job, so hopefully you enjoy it. We also have in our core drills our new Get Ready delay. And basically what this is a countdown delay that delays the hitting of the start button. So if you're training by yourself, it just gives you extra time before a drill starts to get yourself situated and ready. So if I have that set, I can just put it 3 seconds here. I'll enable it. So now if I click start, it really waits 3 seconds before it actually starting the drill.
Stand by.
And then you can disable that just by clicking on that very quickly. Let's see, can toss. So in the traditional can toss, we have obviously a new look and feel of it.
Are you ready?
We have an ability to keep the cans up in the air now. You're always able to shoot them multiple times, but now you can have a can has a little bit of an upwards movement when you shoot it. And this can be really difficult when you start to have modes like on can hit or time delay or decreasing time delay. When you start to have multiple targets, it can really make it engaging and allow you to get extra points. Then we also added, by popular request, a can shoot mode, which is basically
Are you ready?
Puts the cans on the fence and allows you to plank them off. And you do get a timing element as well, as your score hits and misses. Let's see, moving on to Dueling Tree. Again, new look and feel. Let's see here. So, Dueling.
Are you ready?
We have a new model tree. Looks more like a real dueling tree. Alright, we added a new time to complete element so you can see how quickly you defeated your opponent. We also added a couple of new modes that we think are fun. So now we also have dueling plates, which is the same as dueling tree, but it's with knockdown plates. You can see it pops up. Same concept as dueling tree. And then we have dueling speed plates.
Are you ready?
Just the quickest to clear the plates wins. So just a couple more fun modes added in there. And then let's go on to target shooting, which we actually added quite a bit to. As you can already see that you can now have multiple targets on the screen. You can actually have up to 4. And you can click on this to hide the settings. We also have different modes. So target shooting mode is the most basic, and it's just a paper target. That's it. You shoot it and you get the shots. You can still zoom the target in to inspect it if you have it out further distance. You can clear the shot. So it's just a paper target range. Again, you can change how many targets there are. You can also now adjust the shot marker size. So if I want that shot marker bigger, or if I want it smaller, to change that shot marker size. We also added a couple of new modes. One is drill mode, and this is where you can set max shots, your start tone delay, and add a par time. So right now I've got it set to 2-second par time, and when I start, I got the get ready delay engaged here.
Are you ready? Stand by.
And I'm going to shoot one after the part-time just so you can see how it looks. So now you get the shot list like you did before, but you have the ability to step through the shots. So you can see which shot is which. In this case, you can see that I fired once after the part-time. That's denoted here in yellow. And then I can just close or click back. Then I also have practice mode. And basically what this is drill mode but on repeat. So whatever I set the drill to do, it will just repeat this over and over and over again until I click stop. That way you don't have to come over here and click start every time you want to run the same drill if you want to do it multiple times to practice a specific drill. And you can always just let it skip through one of them if you didn't get ready in time, and it'll repeat again. So hopefully find some good use out of these new features here in target shooting. So we'll click back and move on to trap shoot. Again, new look and feel. And you can have multiple shooters. They go one at a time. But now during trap shoot, you throw from each of the 5 stations. So you just shoot the throw, moves you to the next station, and so on. And at the end it'll give you a score, and then it'll let the next shooter go if you have another shooter lined up. And that way you can see who did the best. We also have a practice mode that lets you basically jump to a specific station if you want to practice directly at a specific viewpoint. Let's see, match target drill. Again, new look and feel to it. In the normal matched drill, it's the same as it was before, but we've now put the targets on backer. That way it's just more uniform. So if you hit the target, you hit it. You don't have to try to hit specifically on the number or the shape. Let's see here.
Are you ready? Stand by.
So I'm going to shoot the red 9. And so on. Let's see here. We also have a new mode called sequence match. It's just like the old Simon game, where it'll basically do a pattern, and then you repeat that pattern, and the pattern gets increasingly more difficult. So that's a pretty fun new mode. Again, match target, tracking, transitional, target shoot all have access to media manager targets. So if I go in here, turn off no shoot for now, I can go in and select from media manager targets that I want to be the shoot target. And if I have used no shoot engaged, I'll reactivate that. Then you'll see the no shoot target over here, and I can select whatever target I want to be the no shoot. I can also adjust the shot marker size here. And then the show target lead, that, if you weren't familiar with that, if you have a ballistics profile set, it will show you how far you need to lead a target to hit it. And it doesn't show where, you can still lead if you want a headshot or body shot or wherever you want. It's just showing you the direction, not the exact aim point, but the lead that you would need to give a target to hit it. Let's see here. What brings us to speed drill. So in speed drill, we changed it up again, new look and feel, but we got a lot of feedback that people who had some degree of color blindness had a hard time discerning the 2 different targets before when they were red and black. So we changed it so that it's a lot easier now. So now I can
Are you ready?
Tell pretty easily.
Stand by.
I'm going to shoot the ring target and not the X no shoot. So pretty straightforward. So that's it for the quick overview of what's new and changed in version 3. We hope you enjoy the hard work we put into this. And if you have any questions or issues, don't hesitate to reach out to support, and we are there and happy to help. Thank you very much.